Welcome back, guys, to my 100% Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix walkthrough guide. So, as I explained before, before we went and cleaned up everything, this is going to be the final boss battle, Ansem. All pretty much 1, 2, 3, and then all 6 stages of him in this video, and an explanation on what to do and how to beat him. So once you land here at the final rest, go ahead and examine the door. Now once you open this door, you can't turn back. You have to beat the game, unless you just turn the console off and then reload your save. So once you get here to the Destiny Islands where you began, you want to go back in the secret grotto that is behind here to initiate the next phase. So once you examine this, the entire world will change to purple darkness and whatnot, and you will see Riku standing out in the cracks. So go ahead and fly out to Riku, who is actually Ansem at this time. A cutscene will appear, and you will initiate battle with the very first phase of Ansem, who will have a guardian behind him. Now, the best tactic you can do is pretty much just hit him in the front. He will say "come guardian," which makes him invulnerable. You can sneak behind him at that time and kind of chop in a couple of hits. The guardian will throw random attacks at you, like his floating discs and whatnot, and take random stabs at you there. So just keep jumping up and just keep bashing Ansem here. There's nothing really fancy. But once he reaches about half health or so, he'll say this quote here, "Insolent fool," and he will say "submit." Now, if you do get hit by that submit tactic, the little guardian will grab a hold of you, and you'll have to really pay attention to your command bar there, because like he hit me. Okay, so now that he's there, he will say, "Come, open your heart." Now, if you watch and pay attention to my command bar, it will say freeze and attack, freeze and attack. Once it says attack, you're going to want to go into the attack, but it makes it kind of difficult when he keeps doing that. So you want to make sure that you only hit Ansem when it does say attack, because if you say freeze, then it'll just stop you in your tracks, and there's not much you can do. And the easiest way to actually keep Ansem from going anywhere is kind of back him up into a corner. That way he's not able to go anywhere. He'll just keep backing up into like an invisible wall. So he'll submit. You can just dodge and roll out of the way. That's the best possible way to avoid that attack. And if you keep avoiding it, it saves a lot of time by just allowing you to pretty much hit him. It is easily avoidable, and you don't have to even get touched by it a single time at all. So this first fight is rather simple and quite easy. So he hit me again.
Come, open your
So you notice he's holding me there. Not really much I can do at that point. So go ahead and finish him off. He'll get 10,000. Now, quite frankly, all this experience means just jack squat, because once you beat the game, you can't really go back and then keep this experience. So it's kind of like just a little booster to help you gain like a level or two, and maybe get some final stat increases before you go on to the next phase. Now, the next phase of this battle, once you go over here, make sure you check your equipment here, your items, and make sure that you have your elixirs stored, just in case you need to heal, or you don't have any MP to cure yourself or anything like that. It's always handy to have those elixirs on tap. So I want to make sure that your MP is full here. Might want to take a second look at your abilities, make sure that all your stuff that you need is good. Counterattack's great to have. Guard is definitely good to have. Make sure that you have your Leaf Bracer equipped and Second Chance. Now, Leaf Bracer and Second Chance will literally make you pretty much unbeatable this entire Ansem fight, and it just makes everything easier. Once you approach the big gap area, you'll be confronted with the second part of the Darkside phase. Now this guy is rather simple, super easy again. Just keep attacking him, busting up his hand and whatnot. It's the exact same thing, exactly identical to the very first time you fought this guy on Destiny Island. He'll cast his little gravity balls, pretty easy and simple to avoid. And then he'll spawn little random Heartlesses. The only difference in this battle is that the gravity balls tend to fall a little faster than they did before in the beginning, but it's still no big deal. So once you take him down, you'll net a couple thousand more experience, and it is on to the second phase of Ansem and the Guardian. Now in this new phase here with Ansem and the Guardian, there are pretty much 3 new attacks. His Guardian will still do the same things that he usually did. The submit, he will also protect himself with the Guardian, but 3 new attacks to pretty much look out for is that once his health starts getting down, he will gravitate towards the center of the area here, and he will cast his little Guardian to attack you from coming out of the ground. His Guardian also shoots these twin laser beams. If you're standing directly in the middle of these beams, you don't have to worry about getting hit. But it's kind of hard to depict if you're pressed against a wall or anything like that. So still is do submit, so just make sure that you're avoiding that. All you gotta do is just dodge roll once backwards. So he'll initiate this phase, and which he'll send his Guardian underground. So all you do is just walk 2 steps, dodge roll, walk 2 steps, dodge roll, just like this. And you won't have to worry about even getting touched by this guy. Usually about 10 of them later, and then he'll cast a beam that shoots out in 4 directions. So after he does that, go ahead and pretty much walk over. Now this phase right here, you go left to right, he goes 4 times and then stops in a weird direction. Well, I accidentally let him hit me with the submit attack.
Open your heart.
Heal.
Submit. Open your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart.
Yeah, the whole submit thing gets rather annoying. It kind of sucks.
My strength. What do you hope to accomplish?
During this phase, you want to make sure that you kind of stay a little bit of ways away from him so that when he does his little 4-pillar outburst that it can't really hit you because you can depict on exactly where it's going to land. So after a couple more hits, you'll take him down in the second phase for an easy 10,000 experience.
Behold the endless abyss.
So now you enter the third phase. Now during this phase, he's just going to sit here attached to these tendrils here and swing loudly. So just go ahead and cast Iroga on yourself and then get to just slashing him in the back. Now this guy has about 3 main attacks, which is pretty much flailing with his Demon Eater here. Pretty simple. You have Iroga on. There will be little snipers in the back that shoot you, but with the Iroga equipped, it really doesn't do that much damage. And you're pretty much impacting him a lot by just smacking the hell out of him. So in this case, I would just tank the snipers. They don't do that much damage, and just continue doing damage to Ansem in the first phase here.
Welcome to darkness.
So after repeatedly beating on him, you will be done with the first phase. Now there's 4 phases to this fight. So after the first phase, you will be teleported pretty much to a dark room with a bunch of Heartless that you can only see their eyes. So at this time, it's a pretty good time to collect the MP balls. Also, make sure that you're all healed up and stuff before you go out to the next fight. As you notice, I'm picking up some Mega Potions and whatnot. They're not really needed since we actually have a whole items full of elixirs and goodies. So after you kill all the Heartless in there, attack the main membrane here, and it will initiate the second phase. So once the second phase hits, you're going to want to take care of these little seeing enemy looking guys. And you'll also get shot by the little bit snipers and stuff like that. But take care of these 2 main ones here, and then the 3 on the side to initiate the third phase. So once that happens, a colorful portal will open up towards the top of Ansem. Go ahead and float your way on in there and enter the portal of darkness. For some reason, I flew right through it and it got pushed back. So now you'll be welcome to Goofy, who is stuck in the land of darkness, and you'll have a whole bunch of shadow balls to fight. Now these guys are rather annoying because they keep running around and chomping at you, and you can't really see where they're going, so just jump around and pretty much flail. And eventually you'll hit them all out. They drop a lot of MP balls, which is great. That way you don't have to use any of your items, you can actually heal before exiting. There's approximately about 20 of these things in here, so take care of them. And once you kill all the Heartless, the main membrane here will appear and will bring you to the third phase. So after you beat the membrane here, you will be teleported back out to the ship, in which now the head is accessible to beat. So you want to cast Eroga on yourself again, because the only attacks that this head really have is just shooting a bunch of thunder shots at you and casting thunder over and over again. So with Eroga, our most powerful skill, but our defense is pretty high with this thing, so you can pretty much just sit here and beat his face and just tank all the stuff and use Kiraga when needed. And if you are pretty much right up on his face, neck nose area, Eroga will actually hurt him while you damage him as well. So just a little extra added bonus damage there. So after a few health bars of drainage, you'll get 3,000 experience, and he will open his mouth for another portal where we go in and rescue Donald. And of course Goofy's dead because he's 100% useless. So once his mouth opens, you can stick out here to collect some HP balls. You can also collect on your MP. You can fly out for more, but we're going to go ahead and fly into the Portal of Darkness here. Now, and this is an entire room full of these fallen angel guys, and this one's actually the most ridiculous battle that you have to do, because these guys float everywhere, they jump all over the place, and you get a bunch of these rings that pretty much like restrict you, and you have to keep jumping all over the place to avoid them. I actually did it rather successfully quickly. So go ahead and beat this last membrane here, and it will bring you to the final phase of the Ansem battle. So once you're here, you don't really have to focus on these little tiny tendrils. The only thing you have to focus on is this big, scary, like little spooky looking ghost thing. It's like, it's his heart, I believe. So just keep smacking this thing. And once that's defeated, then Ansem will rise from his little Heartless tomb and will be acceptable to defeat. Now the only thing that's really different about this battle is go ahead and cast a rogue on yourself, and yet again, just keep smacking away at him. The snipers don't do much damage to you, but he will start summoning bit snipers, and then this little strong thing up here will summon like a gravitational pull type thing where it starts sucking you outwards for a huge explosion, and it starts shooting little laser beams at your back. Now it's kind of hard to fight him while this is happening, so just make sure that you have a rogue equipped so you don't take that much damage from him. Also, periodically, this big guy up here will cast these little magnetized balls, and that will drain your MP.
Welcome to darkness.
And yet again, Donald and Goofy are both wasted and dead. But hopefully you won't need them to help very much time. And after the last couple of hits, 20,000 experience is rewarded, and you have successfully beat Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix. So we get a nice long cutscene here, and another long cutscene with another long cutscene, and then the credits will roll. So with that, we have successfully landed a 100% walkthrough guide with all of the Dalmatians found, all of the Trinities found, all of the weapons and all of the staves and shields obtained, as well as all the synthesis items gained. That is, if you did the farming, then you should have that by following my guides. But I want to thank everyone for sticking with me and watching my guides and helping contribute to my main hobby of video gaming and my most favorite game. So I hope you guys found this guide helpful, and I appreciate everyone for taking the time to watch and follow my guides and follow me while I make them. I had a lot of fun making this guide, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it. But my next guide will be on Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm currently in the middle of playing it right now, so I will make a 100% guide on Kingdom Hearts 2 when I have successfully completed it and studied the background and everything else like that. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed your time playing with me, and I hope to see you guys in the future. Thanks for watching.